Hidden among the misty cliffs and eucalyptus forests of New South Wales lies one of Australia's most scenic and underrated train experiences, the Blue Mountains trains. But beyond the views and the journey, these trains hide a treasure trove of secrets. Today, we uncover the unknown facts that make these trains more than just a ride. They're a moving piece of history. Whether you're riding the NSW TrainLink Blue Mountains line from Sydney or hopping aboard the historic Zigzag Railway, these trains take you on a path once considered impossible to build. Unknown to many, the original rail route into the Blue Mountains was one of the most ambitious engineering feats of the 19th century. Builders had to literally carve a path through sandstone cliffs and dense bushland. In fact, the notorious lapstone zigzag opened in 1867 as a temporary solution to conquer the steep grades. The idea? Trains would reverse direction at switchbacks to climb steep terrain, a method borrowed from European mountain railways. This made the Blue Mountains one of the few places in the world where trains had to zigzag their way uphill. Fast forward to today, the Zigzag Railway operates as a heritage line. What's little known is that it was closed for nearly a decade due to bushfires, vandalism, and funding issues, and reopened only in 2023, after an incredible effort by volunteers. Each ride now is not just scenic, it's a living tribute to rail revival. And speaking of scenery, the Blue Mountains trains pass some of the oldest cave systems on Earth, like Jenolan Caves, hidden just off the route. Few realize the train once played a role in ferrying tourists to these natural wonders before cars ever did. Many stations along the line, like Katoomba and Mount Victoria, are over 150 years old and still operate with their original architecture. And here's a fun fact. Katoomba station sits at an elevation of over 1,000 meters, making it one of the highest railway stations in New South Wales. Modern NSW TrainLink trains now glide quietly along the same paths that once echoed with the thunder of steam engines. But look closely, the old stone cuttings, tunnels, and viaducts still whisper the tales of their past. During winter, the trains often pass through dense mountain fog, earning them the nickname among locals, "Ghost Trains of the Mist," especially in early mornings when visibility drops to near zero. For travelers, it's a peaceful journey, but for train lovers, history buffs, and engineers, it's a ride through innovation, struggle, rebirth, and nature's grandeur. The original tunnels were hand-cut through solid sandstone in the late 1800s. Many tunnels along the original Blue Mountains rail line were literally dug by hand using picks, dynamite, and sheer muscle. Workers faced constant rockfalls, flooding, and extreme cold during construction. There's a buried railway tunnel under Lapstone Hill, an old tunnel at Lapstone, abandoned after the line was realigned in the early 1900s, still exists beneath the surface. It's sealed off, but urban explorers and rail historians know it as a hidden ghost of the first Blue Mountains crossing. Trains helped turn the Blue Mountains into Australia's first tourist destination long before highways and buses. Trains were the main way urban Sydneysiders escaped to the mountains. The arrival of the railway in the 1860s transformed towns like Katoomba and Leura into holiday havens. Steam locomotives once had to refill from creeks and waterfalls before widespread water tanks and infrastructure. Early steam trains in the Blue Mountains often stopped to refill from natural sources like creeks and rainwater-fed troughs. Some of these water catchments still exist in the bush. Scene: steam locomotive. During World War II, parts of the Blue Mountains line were considered for military use. The remoteness and height of the terrain made the region a candidate for relocating strategic communications and railway depots in case Sydney was attacked. Some of the infrastructure built remains hidden in the bush. The zigzag railways viaducts are still held together by 19th century craftsmanship. The three famous sandstone viaducts near Clarence were built without modern machinery. Stonemasons used gravity and precision to create arches so sturdy they've lasted over 150 years, surviving storms, landslides, and even bushfires. Scene: old steam train. Many stations along the line still use original platform furniture, and signage stations like Mount Victoria and Blackheath feature original wooden benches, cast iron light posts, and signage from the late Victorian and Edwardian eras. Some aren't replicas, they're the real deal, preserved by local rail societies. Katoomba's station once hosted royalty in 1927. The Duke and Duchess of York, later King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, passed through Katoomba by train during a royal visit. The platform was dressed in banners and flowers, and special royal carriages were attached to the train. There was once a private luxury carriage called the Fish. In the early 20th century, a fast train known as the Fish ran from Lithgow to Sydney for upper-class commuters. Some believe it's the origin of today's early morning Blue Mountains Express service, which is still unofficially called the Fish by locals. The railway line has multiple secret sidings and abandoned stations. There are remnants of forgotten stops and sidings along the track, such as the old Hartley Vale and Noons Junction, now hidden beneath overgrowth. Some were used for coal transport or timber milling and are now known only to local historians. So next time you hop on a train to the Blue Mountains, remember, you're not just catching a ride. You're stepping into a living museum that climbs through time, terrain, and the heart of Australian heritage. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more railway secrets from around the world. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a journey like this.